Hey guys, and welcome to Senior Sunday Snack. Great to be with you guys. And so today we're going to be looking at the passage that Rat just preached. And so we're in Acts chapter 2, verse 42. But before we do that, I've got a bit of a challenge for you guys. You're going to have your thinking caps on, because some of these are actually going to be quite hard. So I've got a little thing here to help me. This is a little Lego Manichi that I made. I love Lego, and I love building Lego. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put him in different positions, and you have to guess what he's doing. Because there's three things that Christians do. So I'm going to try and tell you guys what it is through this guy. So maybe it'll be a challenge of me, maybe it'll be a challenge of you, but either way, I think it'll be interesting. So here we go. So here's the first one. That's the first one. Okay, what position, what Christian thing is he doing? There we go. That's it. There you go. What Christian thing is he doing? That's number one. Have a good look. What do you think it is? It's going to get harder. It's going to get harder. So that's number one. Here's number two. Okay, let me see. Ooh, this is a bit more tricky. You have to have thinking caps on. So I'm going to tilt his head to the side. I'm going to do that. I'm going to do that. I'm going to have him lean in. There you go. He's leaning in. What is the second thing that Christians do? There we go. Maybe a bit harder. And then number three. Let's see. We need a friend. So I'm going to borrow Simba from the junior lesson. Don't worry about him. We just need a friend. And let's do this. Oh, no, it makes it too easy. Let's do this. There we go. There and there and there we go. What is he doing? Arms outstretched, leaning in. What is the third thing that Christians do? That's it. Think about it, and we'll come back to that a little bit later. But for now, let's have a read of the text. So we're in Acts chapter 2, verse 42, and see the three things in here. So listen and see if you can spot the three things. So it says this: they devoted themselves to the apostles' teaching and to fellowship and to the breaking of bread and to prayer. I'm going to read that again more slowly. See if you can spot the three things. They devoted themselves to the apostles' teaching and to fellowship, and to the breaking of bread, and to prayer. So what are the three things that Christians have been doing all the way from the beginning until today? You could spot a Christian by these three things back then, and you can spot a Christian by these three things still today. So what are they? So, the first one was, he was like this, and the first one I think was the easiest. Christians pray. That's right, so he's in a praying position, or as best as I can do. And we saw it there at the end of the verse. They devote themselves to the apostles' teaching, to the fellowship, to the breaking of bread, and to prayer. So that's the first thing that Christians did. They met together and they prayed. So that's the first thing. Let's see, what's the second thing? So the second thing was slightly harder. He was over here. His head was leaning in, and his hands were pointed to his ear, and he was leaning in. What was he doing? He was listening. That's the second thing that Christians do. They pray and they listen to God's word. They listen to God's word. And the third thing, he was kind of running, and his arms were outstretched as if he's about to hug someone. And so it's the best I could do. And so the third thing that Christians do is they meet together. And the word in the passage is they fellowship, but they meet together. So Christians pray, Christians meet together, and Christians listen to God's word. Those are the three things that Christians have been doing all the way from the beginning through still today, because those are the things God has given us to do. So, now, I've got some questions for you guys to chat about at home. And the first one is, which of these do you find kind of hard? Do you find praying hard, or do you find meeting with other Christians hard, or do you find listening to God's word or reading it kind of hard? Which one do you find kind of hard? And the second question is, which one do you enjoy the most? Do you enjoy meeting with other Christians? Do you enjoy praying the most, or do you enjoy listening to God's word the most? So parents, those are the two questions that you can chat about as a family. Which one do you guys find hard, and which one do you enjoy the most? Well, that's all from me and from my Lego, and I hope you guys have a lekker Sunday. Cheers!